Most people don't struggle with consistency. They struggle with having a system. If you're a content creator or a software engineer or just juggling a full-time job with content creation, planning sometimes can feel overwhelming. For a long time, I was just reacting, trying to post week by week and sometimes day by day, and it was very stressful. So I built a simple system on Notion which helps me see my entire year at a glance, my goals, my content ideas, and the phases I want to focus on. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly how I plan a full year of content on Notion step by step. It's beginner friendly, and I also use a free template on Notion, so there is no blocker for you getting started. Remember, you can adapt this to your own use case, whether it's content creation for YouTube, Instagram, or your personal branding, or just your personal goals. You just want to stay ahead while juggling a 9 to 5. This video is for you. So let's get started. So this is a free Notion template. You can see this is by Notion themselves. It's called the Productivity Pack. The description is a practical system for prioritizing, planning, and executing without turning your life into a dashboard. Map big goals to weekly action, track what matters, and build the kind of momentum that makes follow through feel natural instead of forced. That's exactly what I was looking for. So without stressing or trying to look for like paid templates that do more complex stuff, I just went for this free one, and you could go for the free one to just get you started. Like I said, the plan is not to overcomplicate it, it's to simplify and make it easier for you to do the content creation on the side. So normally this leave a review, because I already have it, this leave a review will be preview. So you could preview it before you actually add it to your Notion templates. So this is what it looks like. I have added it already, and it has your projects, your tasks, habits. It has a calendar, goals, budget, time tracker, prioritization matrix. So what I want you to focus on is the projects, goals, and tasks. The other ones are, if you're interested in, exploring it further, you can. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be exploring just the projects, the goals, and the tasks. So starting with the goals, so I just, did like an overview of some of the goals that I want to do. We're going to be focusing fully on the published 100 long form videos on YouTube. That's my YouTube goal for the year. I want to post 100 videos. I think by the time you're seeing this, I have already posted 2. Yeah, and this will be the 3rd one. So I have 97 more to go, and this is exactly how I want to achieve it. So we'll break this goal down in this video, and I'll show you how I use this to plan and to make you see that I don't feel overwhelmed with this plan just because I have broken it down. But let's go through the rest of the templates. And yeah, so we have, this is just this is a personal goal I have with my wife. We're building something together. This is reading books. I want to read 1 book every 2 months. I'm currently on my first one. This is exercise 3 times per week. I'm trying to get back into the exercise grind and everything. So for the sake of this, I'm just going to create a new goal just so that you see how it works. And I want to rebuild my portfolio. So let me put rebuild personal portfolio. Can a portfolio not be personal? Rebuild portfolio, rebuild personal portfolio. Like, why? Okay, anyways. So my current portfolio this is my current portfolio. It's just it's more of a resume, yeah. And my brand has narrow codes. Like, I want it to mean more than just like, software engineering this year. So I'm trying to rebrand this page to be like what I'm about. So to have like, link to my YouTube videos, some of the articles I've written, so, some of the projects that I've built that, mean more than just, test project. Because what I have here is, test projects that I did when I was working. And just, this was over for a hackathon, my brother's website. This was also a project that I used to get into Andela. Yeah, and so this is pretty much just a CV. I haven't updated this since. The last time I updated this, I just changed the picture, changed the background, and I think I made this like dynamic. So whatever year it is going to put, so it's going to be like it's recent, yeah. So yeah, this year I want to transform this. So I already went to ChatGPT to like, discuss what I want my brand to be about and everything. So I'm just going to copy and paste this here. Let's see if that works. So I'll just go copy and paste what ChatGPT says. Success criteria, probably end it here. Yeah, I'm going to come back to goals. And yeah, so Notion actually has some useful AI tips. So it shows you, I've pasted this and I'm just going to paste. And it comes in exactly how it was. And yeah, we have a description. That's it. So we have a goal added to the list. So we have personal portfolio goal, creator OS for engineers, Neurocodes. That's what I just want to build. So I just want to build something like, instead of using Notion, I'm building my own Notion as my portfolio so that I can manage all of this. Because I was thinking, if you want to get an assistant to help you do what you do, how do you know what you do? So I'm trying to make my portfolio website be a manager for, or an assisted or an assistant for myself and everything that I do. So that's the plan. Yeah. So that's pretty much what it is. So I'm going to switch back to, the template and just go through how we're going to break down this publish 100 long form videos on YouTube, because that already has a lot of details. So I just showed you how to create a goal. You can group it, so there are projects that you have already created, you can group it there. Personal resolution, year long, all of that. First half of the year, when do you want to do this? So for me, is this a personal resolution? Is it a year long? Do I want to do this in Q1? Do I want to do this in Q1? Let me put it in Q1. So you can group it how you want to. Not started, definitely. I'll say in progress, because I already did some brainstorming on this. Okay, so now let's go to projects. What projects are? It just helps you turn your goals into projects, and projects now, you can now break down into tasks. So I have put the publish 100 long form videos on YouTube as a project, and the project will then have different tasks, which I will show you in a minute. So about this project, it's, define content pillars, themes. This is just to make the YouTube everything simpler. And you can see the tasks in a board form, which I like, because you could just carry it over and over. So you can see I've already accomplish some tasks. So set up PC for content creation. You can see I'm recording on my PC, so you can see that is evidence that is done. Define content pillars. Content pillars are supposed to make it easier to create content, because there's a pillar. I just need to think about topics under that pillar, and it's easier for me to create content. So I already did that. Post first video of the year, I also did that. If you're following me and you subscribe to the channel, you'll know that this is my third video for the year. So you can see that I'm already doing that. So I'm trying to make some things easier. So create template for thumbnails and create template for thumbnails for content pillars. So the different content pillars that I have, I want to create a simple template that I could just like plug and play, or I made a video about unboxing the tech gadgets. I already know how, the template will be. I made a video talking about life as a software engineer. The template is going to be just make it easier so that I don't have to think too much. And then plan full Q1 content and content calendar. So that is what I'm currently on. This, if you want to look at the tax view specifically, you can see each of them is broken down. This is my fitness goals, has research local gym, sign up for all of that. I'm still in the process of signing up. I've seen the local gym I want to join. I'm signing up for a gym memberships during that process. Then this one, yeah, define Q1 feature scope, all of that. Monthly book reading, create book list for the year. I'm trying to create, you can see that this is just read first book, second book, third book. So I'm trying to create a proper book list for the year of all the books I want to read. I'm still compiling and doing some research. I already have, I think, about 2 books. Yeah. So one is So Good They Can't Ignore. That's the first book I'm reading this year. Then I can't remember the other ones, but I know that's the first book I'm reading this year. So now publish 100 from, this is where we are focused on, and that's the view we just saw. So this is just if you want to see the tax view, but I prefer going to it from this view because you can easily see it. You can, see it from this, but I prefer it in board view because maybe because of work, but I can easily just, push it along. So let's go to content pillars that's already done. Yeah, so I already did this, and the content pillars, unboxing tech gadget, reviewing useful software applications, websites, career and tech lesson, 10 year as a software engineer. I realized recently that it's either almost 10 years or yeah, I can't remember exactly, but this is, you know, about 10 years as a software engineer and some career lessons around that. But this is under the career and tech lessons, yeah, content pillar. Then there's a tech ecosystem podcast, that sneak peek, spoilers, there's a podcast that's coming soon. Yeah. Day in the life, you've seen some of the vlogs I've done, quite interesting. Then trending tech topics. So right now, what's trending in the tech ecosystem? Aside AI, there was something that happened recently about tech. I can't remember right now. But just, whatever is trending in the tech ecosystem, I try to cover it, try to give my perspective. Sometimes I'll try to break it down for people that, need to understand what's happening and all of that. But yeah, so okay, so I wanted to say tax. Yes, the tax, people trying to understand tax. It's not necessarily tech, but there's some whatever tech is involved in tax. I will try to break it down in a way that, yeah, people can understand and then introduce them to like some people have built like tax calculators and everything. So I can do a video trying to explain, how people or how tax is going to be deducted, how the platform works, and all of that stuff. Yeah. Just to make it so that's kind of like what the trending tech topics is or is as I don't know. But yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of video or that tax specific video, you want me to do a video on that, please comment, so I know if I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, so this is like pretty much how I break it down. So it's very easy for me to like break down each of the videos because I can just pick a content pillar and then think of a video in that category. And it's going to be very clear and easy for me to break down. So as you can see, this system just allows me to like front load all the pressure of thinking of new ideas every single time. What am I going to shoot? What am I going to make? What thumbnail am I going to create? You can go way more advanced, break it down into like your content calendar and everything. But for a start, like even if it's even if you don't feel like, oh, this will help, I assure you it will help because you have a full 9 to 5 that has its own to-do list, that on Monday you have to do and you have to show up. So doing this already front load some of the stress that you would go through trying to think of content for the week, for the months and everything. It allows you to just, plug and play. Oh, you're done with work, you want to switch to content creation. You don't have to think of fresh ideas. You don't have to think of what you need to do. You already have that planned out. Oh, this is the video I'm working on right now. I can see it, and this is the next thing that I need to do. And the system works. Yeah, you can see this is my third video this year, and it's way less stressful. And my plan is to kill it at work and still kill it at content creation and kill it at every other thing that I'm doing this year. And with this system, I've found that it helps me manage stress levels. It helps me stay active and proactive on everything else that I'm doing. And as you can see, I'm using it to plan not just the YouTube content creation, but some other aspects of life too. So it simplifies everything for me and I can see everything visually on the screen. So yeah, if this was helpful, please like and subscribe. Share with anyone who you think may need this, anyone who is doing a full 9 to 5 and they're trying to figure out how to make content because they want to make or be a content creator or have that as a side gig or anything. So share this with them. This will be very helpful with them. You can get started ASAP without any stress. But I assure you, this system will help you. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Neurocodes here, and I will catch you in the next one.